Hey guys, Connor Gastira, owner and water sports instructor at Lakeside Watersports. I would have liked to do this video next to my family's boat outside, but it's shrink wrapped for the winter and it's currently snowing. In this video, we will break down the true expenses of owning a boat in the Northeast. The purpose of this is to objectively show you the value of our memberships and our sessions or captain services with Lakeside Watersports on Candlewood Lake. Quick personal story before I get into anything else. When I was 7 years old, there was this one morning where I woke up to the sound of some music. And I looked out of my window to see Garrett Stroll, now owner of Gerard's Water's Edge Marina on Candlewood Lake, riding by, wakeboarding on his boat, blasting In the Club by 50 Cent. I'll never forget that moment or day because from that day on, I've always known I wanted a wakeboard boat. I'm so fortunate and lucky that when I was 18 years old, decided to follow my passion of wakeboarding and go to school in Florida to compete. My parents told me they bought a wakeboard boat. It was one of the happiest points in my life. It has nothing to do with the materialistic fact that it was a super nice boat, but it was what it would allow me to do with the future and the experiences it would create. Now, I'm fortunate enough to have my own Mastercraft boat with Lakeside Watersports from Echo Bay Marina, the most immaculate dealership I have ever dealt with on Candlewood Lake. Mark Rogg and George Pudiak run a super tight ship, no pun intended. So with all that being said, love owning a boat. My background is in selling boats, but I'm here to explain to you the real cost of owning a boat and where we come in at Lakeside Watersports. What it costs to own a wake boat. More specifically, in the Northeast of the United States. If you aren't aware, we get all 4 seasons here, and they can be pretty brutal in all regards. The first thing to talk about is the boat itself. Your typical wake boat in 2023 that conveniently allows you to surf, wakeboard, and water ski at a proficient level, new or used, will cost anywhere from $80,000 to $300,000. From an intro-level Mastercraft NXT to something like an X-Star, I'm not gonna even get into the differences in the models because that's a whole nother video in itself. For simplicity, we'll use the new 2023 Mastercraft 24 NXT we are getting in for this upcoming season. In the Mastercraft line, this is usually an intro level boat, which is perfect for everything we do here at Lakeside Watersports. MSRP on this boat, to keep it super simple, is $150,000. Solely just for the boat alone. Maybe with or without a trailer, but a trailer will generally cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. A trailer for our 24 NXT would 100% be around $10,000. Regardless, if you don't have a trailer or you're paying for storage, dock slip at a marina, or you have someone who's moving your boat around for you during the season, for simplicity, the number is gonna generally be $10,000. If you're financing this boat or you actually buy a boat, you need insurance. Generally, it costs about $600 per year. Now, you got the boat, insurance, and now you need gas. You will spend upwards a season of about $5,000 in gas because these boats are essentially tanks in the water. They're made to displace water, which is what creates great waves and wakes. Okay. The boat's ready to go, in the water, insured, engine starts, registered, and legal. It's only me right now. In order to do water sports, specifically on Candlewood Lake, you need a driver and a spotter. You got a friend who maybe knows how to drive a boat, which may be a concern in itself, letting them drive your new boat, and he or she needs a Connecticut boating license. Stay with me here. Let's say, all else equal, you have a driver and a spotter. The driver knows how to drive and the spotter knows how to be a good spotter. Great. Now you want to wakeboard. You need a wakeboard rope or a ski rope, a wakeboard, and a life jacket. Let's say the friends you have that are on the boat have some of that equipment, but you want to wake surf also or teach your kids how to water ski. If you're doing it right and you're getting good gear, you're easily spending about $5,000. An example for you guys is, you know the board you have all used this previous summer, my old personal Phase 5. If you don't, here's a video / picture of it. It's a $600 board. Our rate for the 2023 season is $300 per hour, everything included, and we take care of absolutely everything. 2 hours out with us just for the cost of just your wake surf. Pretty wild. Again, relativity is the point I'm driving here. You have all the equipment now and you're starting to ride. If you have purchased a water sports boat, I generally assume you know enough about water sports to get up and have some fun. You want to teach your friends or you want to learn your first trick? If you want to get it done right, you need to hire a teacher or coach. In our case, it's me with our captain service. I can teach you anything from docking your boat to how to land a whirlybird 540 on a wakeboard, which is a backflip with a 540 spin or a 360 on a wake surf. Super advanced tricks. My cost is $200 per hour for me to teach you on your personal boat. Technically, if I'm driving the Lakeside Watersports boat for our sessions, which I do often since it is my company and we do 84-hour weeks, you're only paying $100 to be out on our boat, use our equipment, gas, hours on our boat, etc. And the other $200 is my captain service coaching fee. That's wild. Again, relativity, which is cool. All right, you got it? Cool. Season's over. Regardless if you have a trailer or not, you're gonna wanna winterize or shrink wrap the boat. And this is gonna cost $1,000 or $2,000 mixed with the service of the boat. Here's essentially everything laid out in the most basic numbers possible to give you a quantitative data for those of you that like that logic more than emotion. Only a 3-month season, need a boat driver and a spotter. This is what your expenses are gonna be. The boat is gonna be $150,000. Optional trailer, $10,000. Optional dock slip, $5,000. Gas, $5,000. Service, $600 per year. Insurance, $600 per year. Equipment, roughly around $5,000. Any coaching, $200 per hour. Winterization plus storage, $2,000. Depreciation each year, $5,000. In just such a basic general sum number, the total cost for your first year, if you paid cash for your boat, is gonna be roughly around $165,000. You finance the boat. You're probably looking at around $50,000 generally, putting 20% down payment plus all the above expenses in owning a boat. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I giving you advice on how you would purchase a boat. All this being said, I will always own a boat and I love the freedom of owning a boat. But it's because I take the sports very seriously and it's a lifestyle my family and friends live. The reason why I'm telling you all this is because those of you who follow Lakeside Watersports on Instagram maybe saw a post I made the other day regarding the ROI, return on investment, that you get coming out with Lakeside Watersports. I'm loosely using a financial metric here to drive my point. According to boatsetter.com, the #1 boat rental marketplace, a boat is typically used 75 hours a year. For us, it's only about 3 months, but we'll keep it at the 75 because I like overestimating numbers to drive my point. I am objectively speaking here. If you're spending $165,000 on a wake boat where you need to pump gas, uncover the boat, drive the boat, clean the boat, opposed to our $300 per hour that we charge, I'd say there's a huge investment difference between the two. One's dipping your pinky toe in the water, the other's doing a cannonball in the water. With that being said, 75 hours on our boat, which is a lot of time, basically being on the boat 6 hours a week, would cost you around $22,500 at Lakeside Watersports. You wouldn't need to lift a finger besides clicking the book now button. Our platinum membership that gives you 15 hours included is $9,995. This means that you essentially get to be a boat owner and go out on the days you want to go out and have us take care of everything for you and your family. Money buys convenience, and owning a boat gives you that convenience. We make something that isn't necessarily affordable, affordable. We give you this lifestyle for a fraction of the cost with all the convenience. I'm Connor Castira, owner and water sports instructor at Lakeside Watersports, and that's what costs generally look like on owning a wake boat. We hope to pull you in the 2023 season.